Hello and welcome back to another video. My name is Mike Davies and today I'll be showing you how to create a seamless repeating pattern using the original background from your photo. I'll be using GIMP version 2.10.30, which is the latest version of GIMP at the time of this tutorial. Before I get into that, don't forget to check out my website at daviesmediadesign.com. You can enroll in my GIMP 2.10 Masterclass from beginner to pro photo editing on Udemy, and you can get more by becoming a DMD Premium member, and I'll include a link to this as well as all the relevant links from this tutorial in the description of the video. I'll be using this free photo from pexels.com for today's tutorial, and come over here to the free download link or the free download button here. Hover your mouse over the down arrow and you'll see an original as well as a small size. I actually downloaded both of those sizes for today's tutorial, so you're going to download 2 images in total. Here we are inside of GIMP. Here is the final composition we'll be creating for today's tutorial. As you can see, I have a nice seamless repeating background using the original background from our photo. So to start this process, we're going to open up the photos we downloaded, and to do that, I'll open up my File Explorer and just drag and drop my image here above my toolbox and hit convert. This is my smaller image, and then for me to open up my larger image, I'm just going to go to Open Recent and choose this option here. So this will be the larger image. So let's come back over to the smaller image. To start off, we want to get rid of the subject here in the foreground. So to do that, I'll hit the F key on my keyboard to grab the free select tool, as you can see in our toolbox there. And I'm just going to click and roughly outline our subject. Try to be as close as possible, but it doesn't matter. And then just make sure we connect that line and hit the Enter key. Once we've done that, we're now going to use the free Resynthesizer plugin. I do have an entire tutorial dedicated to installing the Resynthesizer plugin for Windows and Mac. But once you have it installed, you're going to go to Filters, Enhance, Heal Selection. So this is going to work very similarly to Photoshop's Content Aware Fill. It's going to intelligently fill in our selection area. So what I'll do is grab the Measure tool here from the toolbox, Shift M on the keyboard there. Click and hold to get an idea of how much room we've got. So down here is a measurement, about 197 pixels. Down here, a little more than 200. So what I'll do is come back here to GIMP and open up this second window for the script. For context sampling width, I'll select 200. That's going to be the amount of pixels selected from the edge of each spot here in our selection area. And we're going to sample from all around as opposed to the sides or above and below. So we want all the pixels here, even though there's none in the bottom. And the filling order I'll set to random, and we'll click OK. This can take several minutes if you are using a larger photo. So usually the larger the photo, the more amount of time this will take. However, we are using a smaller photo for this, so it should only take, a couple minutes. All right, once that's done, our subject will be removed from the background. I'll hit Control-Shift-A to deselect that. And what you can do is hold Control, zoom in. You can clean up any of this stuff if you want to. We're not using anything really below this line here, this imaginary line, so we don't need to clean that up. But what I'll do next is grab the Rectangle Select tool, and I'm just going to select the upper portion here of this background, probably to about right here, and hit Control-C to copy that. So that's going to copy the area inside this selection. If I hit Control-N on the keyboard, that allows me to create a new image. And now I'm just going to go with a 1920 by 1080 pixel image, same size as a YouTube thumbnail in case you're wondering. So now I'll click OK. And inside of our new image, what I want to do now is I want to paste this as a seamless pattern. So we can do that once again using the Resynthesizer plugin. And as long as you have that installed, you can go to Edit, Fill with Pattern Seamless. So here we have a pattern, and if I choose Browse, here are all the patterns that come with GIMP. Because we clicked Control-C, that saved our little portion inside the selection area to our clipboard. And GIMP always saves your clipboard as a pattern that you can use at any time. Okay, so clicking on that, I'm going to click Close. And now over here, I'll click OK. and that is going to apply this selection we created earlier as a seamless pattern. This will also take several minutes depending on the size of your composition. In this case, we're going 1920, so a little on the larger side. So it'll probably take somewhere between 3 to 5 minutes. All right, through the magic of filmmaking, welcome to the future. So as you can see here, the background has finished up. And what you can do once this has finished, if you don't really like the way it looks or you want to sort of redistribute some of the objects in here, is you can grab the clone tool, which you can grab by hitting the C key on your keyboard. And I can increase the size of this tool here just to make sure we get all of an element. And then if I hold the control key and click, that's going to copy this area. And then, for example, I can come over here and just paint that in. And you'll see that my hardness is set pretty low, as is my force. So it paints it in nice and subtly, like kind of with the soft edges going on. Control click, and then we're going to paint that up here as well, just to sort of even out the way this looks. Control click on that, and paint that over here. So you can add as many as you want, or you can leave it exactly how it is. Control click on that. Let's maybe put one up here. You can also get rid of stuff by hitting the H key to grab the heal tool, decrease the size of this. And a good example, I guess, let's go this little speck here, control click, and there, that'll get rid of that. All right, so once we are happy with the background, we can now grab the model from the original photo, the larger photo, and place the model on this background, creating a really cool effect. I think this is something you could use for a place like YouTube or Instagram. So let's come over here to the large photo, and what you want to do is hit the B key on your keyboard, hold Control zoom in. So the B key, which stands for Bezier curves, is going to grab the paths tool. And if you click, you can just draw a path and try to adhere to the pixels of your subject as best as possible, as I've done in several tutorials in the past. And I'm not going to go through all of this right now. You can check out my tutorial on how to master the paths tool or how to remove a background in GIMP for more information on how to use this tool. But I will come over here to the paths tab, and you'll see down here I have a finished version of this, so I can unhide that and you can see the outline around the model. And what I'll do now is come over here and choose path to selection, and that's going to select my model. I'll hit Control C to copy her. Come over here to our photo with the background, Control V to paste. And let's put her on her own layer. So just click this create a new layer icon there. Shift S, and that's going to grab the scale tool. So now we're going to scale it down. If I hold the Control key, it'll scale it in towards the middle. Hold Control, zoom in. I can grab the move tool here at the center, move it down a little bit or in any location I want. So maybe we go with something like right here. And once you're ready, click Scale. And now what I can do is come over here to my toolbox and grab the alignment tool, click on the model, and just align this relative to image and click the center align button there. And again, you can come back to your background layer. Let's hide the model for a second. And I do want to redistribute some of these objects and hide other objects. So let me hit the H key to grab the heal tool. Make sure we're on the background layer. Let's hold Control, zoom in, and actually let's hit C to switch to the clone tool. So clone will directly copy whatever pixels we select. Heal will use a combination of the copied pixels and the area where we're painting those pixels. So I'm just going to get rid of that little flower there, and let's hit the C key and increase the size of this. And let's just grab a set of flowers somewhere here, maybe right here. Control click grabs the source area and paint it on what's called the destination area. So unhide that, give us a bit more balance there. So feel free to play around with that. But once you're ready, you can now adjust the lighting of our model. So let's come over here to that layer and let's go to Colors, Shadows, Highlights. And I'm just going to increase the shadows a little bit here and decrease the highlights. Let's increase the white point adjustment there. Decrease the shadows, or I'm sorry, the highlights. So there's before, there's an after. Click OK. And what I did on the original is come over here and just duplicate the original layer. On the duplicate, go to Colors, Levels, and I'm gonna hold Control, zoom in. I'm just gonna focus on the face here. So her face is pretty dark. And let's just get this lightened up. Click OK. So now on this copy layer, we're going to create a layer mask and go with black full transparency and click Add. And I'll hit the P key to grab the paintbrush tool. I still have the hardness and the force turned down pretty low. The color is set to white. And now what I can do is just paint in the face, and that way only the face brightens up. You might want to decrease the size of the brush overall. But that way you don't make the rest of the body super bright. So let's click off of there, Control-Shift-J, and there's our final image. Alright, so that's it for this tutorial. Hopefully you liked it. If you did, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to my channel, and click the bell icon to be notified each time I have a brand new tutorial. You can check out any of the links to my resources in the description of the video. But thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.